Sup my dudes, Valk here, and today I want to show you guys how to go ahead and prepare and damage grind for the new Naruto units coming out, I think in 2 days. How to damage grind for them, how to get ready so you're ready for the evos that are coming for units that are already existing inside the game. And this will just be another good damage grind guide video for you guys because I get asked this so much despite how many times I've already made this video. I think this is the 4th time I'm remaking this exact same video. But as long as you guys keep asking, I'll keep making the same video. So let's go ahead and talk about it and how are you going to grind damage. So for my subject today, I'm going to use pain. I'm going to give you guys my thought process and exactly what I want to do. So first off, we're going to grind damage on pain today. We're going to put pain here on this slot. You don't want to put the unit you're grinding on leader slot because there's almost always going to be a better leader. So now let's go to pain. Let's check out his categories. Out of his leads, he's in Revenger, Obliterator, Chakra Master, Ninja Warrior, and Villain. Revenger has a 120 lead. Obliterator has a 90% lead, I think, in Boros. Chakra Master, I don't really know who the lead is, but I do know Ninja Warrior is a 130 lead. So we're going to go ahead, sort by Ninja Warrior, remove this, and we're going to go and grab our lead here with God Shinobi. Next up, we're going to grab Sarutobi here, Hiruzen, because he's a good stall unit. You're going to want to make sure to try to stall as long as possible. Next, we have Shanks with red hair. And next, we're going to go ahead and not bring Flower Magician. Instead, we're going to go and look into it. And you're going to want to try to bring either a good Despair unit, like Kujaku Demon here. You're going to want to try to bring Kujaku Demon, who's a very strong Despair unit. I have a guide on how to actually get him. But you're also going to want to bring a good white apply unit, or a unit that applies white really, really well, like Ichigo Blanco. Like if I type in white, Ichigo Blanco is very good. I've already told you guys I think he's way better than Kujaku for damage farming, so I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So this is going to be the team we're going to run. Now, how are we going to actually actively farm the damage to get as much damage farm as possible? So before I start the run, first let's go ahead, let's look at Pain's damage, and let's look at things and see exactly where we're at. We're at 8 billion damage on Pain. We definitely going to want more. So we're going to look and try to maximize our effectiveness of our damage grind. So we can see here Pain is purple. We go to the type chart here. You can see purple beats out green. The color it points to wins and deals ×2 damage. So because we get ×2 damage versus green enemies, we're going to go over here. We're going to go to event stage. We're going to go to green element orb run. We're going to go insane, not challenger, because the enemies are too tanky too fast. Insane, so the enemies ramp up and get really tanky very quickly. And also you can farm a good amount of orbs while doing this. You could theoretically probably get more damage out of a singular run in normal, but you're probably going to be doing multiple runs anyways. I don't think it's too worth it to really go about it that way. You absolutely can, but in my opinion, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do it like that. You could, like I said, nothing's stopping you, but I personally wouldn't. So we're going to go ahead and do green. And basically now our entire goal is to survive as long as possible. Not necessarily kill them insanely quickly, just survive. That way we can go ahead and get as much damage on Pain as possible. You only really want to grind damage on one unit at a time. You could theoretically do more, but I don't really recommend it because it could end up very poorly for you essentially. So we're going to do this. We're going to auto skip, ready up, come here. We just want to get him to full AoE first. That way he's hitting hybrid, because the enemies do start flying around wave 5. I want to say around wave 5 you do start to get flyers, and that's whenever we're going to probably really want to try to have him on full AoE, or yeah, have him on hybrid. So we're just kind of waiting. We're kind of buying our time, and we're just going to keep it pushing for right now. Keep going. This might end up getting kind of hairy just because he has such a high SPA. But I think we might be fine. I know I'm definitely probably going to have to buy some food soon. But yeah, you just want to try to get a unit to hybrid very quickly before you get to wave 5. See, right here's what our goal is. He's already on hybrid, but I do want the full AoE just to make my life a little bit easier. So now that we have that, we're going to do this. We're going to grab range buffs actually, because if I remember right, Pain is actually full AoE, so we'll be able to actually spam range buffs with Flower Magician. And well, we didn't have Flower Magician actually, now that I think about it. But normally you'd be able to spam range buffs, and if you're running multiple people, somebody could run Flower Magician, and then you're just solid, good to go. So yeah, we're just going to keep upgrading. We're going to keep upgrading Idle now. Let Idle go ahead and get way up there and finish upgrading Idle, and then we're going to go ahead and set down the panes and start setting that up and seeing exactly what we want to do with all that. Because I'm going to be real, farming damage at the very beginning. I see a lot of people put their units down that they want to damage farm at the beginning. To be honest with you, you don't farm any damage in the beginning. These enemies have like what? 22k HP, you're not farming any damage off these guys. Uh-oh. I went a little bit too far. A little bit too much money, if you will. Let's go ahead and start over. It's not a big deal. It's not like it's an infinite, right? So there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and keep Hashirama right there as we put down our panes and see exactly what kind of range we can expect from the panes. Okay, cool. So like I said, I do know he stays full AoE. Yeah, see, that's a really good range. We're going to go ahead and finish maxing him out. Max. That means I still got max you. And we're going to feed all, buy a ton of food. Food's probably going to be like one of your biggest issues whenever you're actually running a full-on stall team like this to try to farm up damage. Food, if you don't have like a bunch of like or if you're trying to farm multiple damage units at once or farm damage on multiple units, food could potentially be an issue depending on how many copies of that unit you could actually put down. It could end up being a very big issue. I do know it's funny whenever the hungry hippos eat so much food that you can't keep up. That part's really annoying. So now we're going to go ahead and put down an Ichigo Blanco here. And we're going to then set him up to target last and put him on this line right here. We're going to leave just one on the line. One set to last, targeting the line. You can see he's going to be able to cover this entire lane with white, which is the entire goal. Because if he's able to cover the whole lane with white, then we're good to go. So now that he's done attack stacking, at least I think he is. No, he's not. Okay. He's not done attack stacking yet, so we're not done there yet. So next we're going to grab Shanks. Shanksu. We're going to max upgrade all of our Shanks next because we want to start a stun loop going with Shanks as well. Because we have the slow and the knockback from Sarutobi already. So we want to start a stun loop with Shanks. That way we're able to, once again, stall as long as possible. To grind up as much damage as possible. Because that's our goal at the end of the day. Is just get as much damage as you can. And just go as far as humanly possible. So we're just going to do this. Once again, range up until they basically cover the whole map. Because that's how they're going to get their damage. You just want them to have as much range as humanly possible. You don't really need as much attack because they're full AoE, but it's up to you. It's up to your discretion whether or not you're picking attack or range. I could have also brought like Obito, right? Obito, so to get more attack, so I can get more damage done in a single run. But like I said, I'm kind of prioritizing stunning and range because they're full AoE. So it's going to be a little bit different than normal. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's start this stun loop going. You want to do a stun loop with Shanks, you want to try to hit it around the 30-second mark. Because it's 3 placement, 15 seconds, and then he has a 9-second time stop. So to do a full-on stun loop with him, you do want to try to hit it around 30 seconds. That's going to be your ideal. So now we're just going to finish up with the Ichigo Blancos. Put another one over here, I guess. And this one doesn't, these don't matter. We're just going to fully max them out. Doesn't matter. Have them cover the whole stage. Like I said, it really does not matter at all. Just keep this one online and make him focus last. That way you're able to apply white to this whole thing. So, yeah, now we're kind of big chilling. We're just going to wait now. And I think everything is down and out. Yeah, everything's down and max upgraded now. All except for Hashirama. Because Hashirama has been raising his attack this whole time. And I think he's done. So, yeah, we're going to run him all the way up now. He's 7.32 mil. So now we just survive as long as we can. And we can click one of the panes. That way we can go and watch their damage as we just kind of get away. Because normally if you're running with a lot of people, it can get really laggy. I guess I can't climb because I have this Makima blessing on. But I can hide in the corner over here. Oh, look at this. Oh, dude, I'm so good at breaking things. Oh, yeah, the Makima blessing lets me just glitch out of the map, the W. Alright, so let's go ahead. Let's do this. Let's reset. Now we just kind of wait. Yeah. It's all the waiting game now. But you guys can see just how much damage he's going to be able to rack up. Here at wave 35 too, we'll be able to pick another one, or another range boost, so he'll be able to basically cover the entire map, which is the entire goal, to get the pains to be able to cover the entire map, so we can get billions of damage a run. Hopefully I get a good amount of damage this run. We'll see. But yeah, you guys can see the amount of stuns going on, the amount of slows, knockbacks, stun, etc. See the white applied knockback. A lot of these stun, or a lot of these debuffs, are actually being applied by Hiruzen. A lot of people don't know how good Hiruzen is. Hiruzen is nuts. Sarutobi, this guy, the old man, he's really good, guys. This guy is really good. I said whenever it came out that he's nuts. I stand by it. I think he's insane. I think he's very, 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 very strong. So now that we have full AoE and we're covering everything with hybrid full AoE, we are going to now start picking attack every 5 upgrades. But you guys are going to see this attack damage, or this stat right here, total damage dealt, is about to start going insane as the enemies get tanky enough to start actually standing there and pushing, trying to push through. So now we're just going to kind of wait. You got to remember too, we're at probably like 1 billion damage so far. Simply because there's more, or there's 5 of them. So take this total damage and multiply it by 5, and that's how much roughly you're getting per run. You can obviously stall way better and buy more time if you're playing with friends or playing with other people. If you get multiple people to come in and damage grind with you, you'll have a much easier time than trying to do it solo. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I think you guys shouldn't do this solo. Those of you that might, this is how you're going to want to do it. You're going to want to try to set up a full stall comp. And I know you guys are also going to ask, Valk, what can I replace this character with this character? Like, what can I replace this character with? I don't have this character. I'm going to be real, just stun. Like, you can replace Shanks with any stun time stop character. It doesn't really matter. Like, just you want to try to last as long as possible, so you can grind as much damage as possible. You can replace Hiruzen with, once again, any stun and stall character. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The only people you can't really replace is you need your damage amper and you need your lead. That's kind of the only thing that you are 100% tied to and stuck in. The other thing you could do potentially is go ahead and add like Obito, add something like that. But yeah, you guys can see I got about like, what, another 7 million damage that run. Let's go ahead, log right back into the game and see exactly how much we are going to be able to actually have gotten off of that one run. Just so you guys can get an idea. Like I said, you get a lot more running with other people. Running with other people, you can easily get, I've gotten 70 billion before in a single run on certain units. You can farm tons of damage very easily running with other people. So let's see where Mr. Window Pane is at now. Pain is now at 14.31 billion. So yeah, I just about did 7 billion damage that run. Like I said, I could have swapped out like Hiruzen potentially for Obito and stuff like that, but I prioritized the stalling capabilities of Hiruzen over the extra attack over Obito. Lots of things you can do. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.